Hey friends, this is Dolynny TV. Welcome back to a more special edition of Beyond the Edmonton Oilers as we take a look around the NHL in what has been a busy month of December on the trade market. It's kind of been a different look to the past few years that I can honestly remotely remember, where it feels like the NHL trade action really didn't pick up into January. But this year, December's been a busy month. We're now on the roster freeze for the next few days, but I assume things will continue to be busy. I know that there are a few factors for that this year, and we'll talk about that here in today's video. But before we get there, if you're new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button, sticking around. You can see by the color theme and the jerseys on the wall, you know what this channel is all about. But hey, we'll give you a pass for judging right there. All right. What do we know about the Oilers? What do we know about the rest of the NHL? What do we know about the trade market? That's really where we're at today. Is the NHL trade market has been crazy, and I mean crazy busy leading up to the roster freeze in the month of December. I don't recall any time in the past few years where we've seen this many trades in December. It all kicked off with Jacob Trouba going to the Anaheim Ducks in early December, December 6th. Same day the Oilers pulled off a trade acquiring Jacob Perreault from the Montreal Canadiens. So kind of a couple of factors, like I said, going on here. Well, I'll read the rest of them. December 9th, you had Blackwood and Georgiev got swapped between the Avalanche and the San Jose Sharks. And then Cam Fowler is acquired by the St. Louis Blues as the Anaheim Ducks move on from Fowler and, of course, allow Trouba to take full hold in their defensive scheme. Capo Caco, after his month of drama, goes to the Seattle Kraken on December 18th for Will Borgen and some picks. And then the St. Louis Blues, because they now have Cam Fowler, move on from Pierre-Olivier Joseph. And then the Nashville Predators, who have had an active year on the trade wire so far, continue to make moves December 18th, trading for Justin Barron and allowing Alexander Carrier to finally move on after what seems a year plus of trade rumors in his neck of the woods. So it's really been a busy past month, I guess past 21 days for the Edmonton Oilers and the rest of the NHL. The Oilers also traded for Ronnie Attard for Ben Gleason with the Philadelphia Flyers. And it's been weird in the sense that I think every trade I mentioned here comes from a point of dissatisfaction with either where the team's at or what the team's got. For the Oilers' case, it's dissatisfaction with the situation where you're sitting. The farm team really wasn't all that good when those trades were made. They've been better since, and that's a positive note. But for the New York Rangers, they were very unhappy with Jacob Trouba. I think as well there's a whole bunch of other trades in there. You think, right, Cam Fowler, you knew Anaheim was looking to move him for years. They finally get that done. The Colorado Avalanche were unhappy with their goaltending as well and acquired Mackenzie Blackwood to hopefully stabilize things over Georgiev. Montreal, they wanted to make a change. So did Nashville. That was an equal parts opportunity for both teams. And then Capo Caco, as we know, that situation turned sour quick, and he became a member of the Seattle Kraken sooner rather than later. So around the NHL this year, I think with the added cap space that came in this summer and also the situation with a lot of teams that were supposed to be good that just aren't good, there's going to be a lot of trade rumors throughout the month of January, throughout once this trade freeze releases here in the next few days, but also over the course of the NHL trade deadline. I feel like this year, for some reason, there's just something potent about it that really could see the movement pick up from January, February, early March this year, and it'll be interesting to watch and see exactly how it all cracks down kind of for us. But very excited, obviously. Anytime you've got lots of trade movement in the market right from the onset of the year, that usually is a good thing for lots of movement the whole year. So looking forward to seeing how it all goes around. But of course, friends, I guess right now I'll ask you kind of what your favorite NHL trade so far this year has been. There's been a ton of good ones. I mean, even to go further back than the ones I'm specifically looking at that just talk about how unhappy teams have been with their current movement in the month of December. I mean, the Avalanche made another goaltending move for Scott Wedgwood. Nashville traded out Philip Tomasinu. Pittsburgh traded out Lars Eller, and that's why they acquired Tomasinu. I think as well, you look at Daniel Sprong going to the Seattle Kraken for future considerations. Liljegren got swapped for Matt Benning between the Leafs and Sharks. And then Oli Mata ended up with the Utah Hockey Club. Eric Brandstrom, obviously back before the season started, became part of the Colorado Avalanche's scheme to bring in Tucker Poolman, and ultimately Brandstrom became a Vancouver Canucks. So, and Askarov, who just about kicked the Oilers' butts last night, became a San Jose Shark this year as well, sometime in the preseason. So there's been lots of movement. I think it's a very good sign, and it will keep up for both the NHL and the teams involved. But I'm looking forward to seeing how it all shakes out here, friends. Thanks for being aboard. I'm up on Gone.